Hello, dear viewers. Let's kick off this video with a question. In which of these locations were massive and mysterious statues known as Olmec heads discovered? Greece, Egypt, Mexico, India? If you know the answer, share it in the comments or stay tuned until the end of the video to find out. Throughout time, great civilizations have left enduring marks on the pages of history. Buried treasures, mysterious inscriptions, and monuments that testify to the genius of ancient humans. Every archaeological discovery is a window into eras we never lived, yet they still tell captivating stories. What is the secret behind these grand structures? How did they build such marvels with simple tools? Join us on an exciting journey to uncover the greatest archaeological achievements and learn their hidden secrets. The Pyramid of Giza is located in Egypt and is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, as well as the largest pyramid in the Giza Pyramid Complex. It was built in the 26th century BCE during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu of the 4th dynasty. The Great Pyramid of Khufu is the largest in the complex, standing at 146 meters tall. Although it has slightly decreased in height over time, the pyramid served as a royal tomb for the pharaoh and is believed to have contained an ornate burial chamber and a series of complex internal passages. Surrounding the pyramid are numerous statues and tombs that represent important figures in the king's life. In addition to the main pyramid, there are 2 smaller pyramids, the Pyramid of Khafra and the Pyramid of Menkaure. The Great Sphinx, located near the pyramids, is famous for its human head and lion body, symbolizing the pharaoh's strength and wisdom. The Pyramids of Giza were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. The pyramid is considered one of the greatest engineering feats in history, built using massive stones weighing several tons each. The pyramids continue to attract tourists and researchers who study their construction techniques and mysterious history. The Valley of the Kings is located on the west bank of LUXOR, Egypt, and is one of the most important burial sites for pharaohs. It was used from the 18th dynasty to the 20th dynasty, approximately 1550 to 1070 BCE, as a burial place for kings and queens. The valley contains 62 tombs carved into the rock, hidden within the mountains and decorated with stunning murals. The most famous tombs in the valley are the tombs of Tutankhamun, Ramses II, and Seti I. Many valuable tombs were discovered, including Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 by Howard Carter. The tombs are adorned with hieroglyphic inscriptions that tell the stories of the pharaoh's lives and depict scenes from mythology and funerary rituals. The site has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1979. The Valley of the Kings is a key source for understanding ancient Egyptian culture, art, and religion. Some tombs remain sealed or undiscovered, making the valley a place of ongoing research and discovery. TIWANAKU is located in Bolivia, near Lake Titicaca, at an altitude of 4,000 meters above sea level. TIWANAKU was an important cultural center during the 5th century AD, and it is believed to have been the capital of a powerful kingdom. The site contains major stone structures, such as the Sun Gate and the Akapana Pyramid. The Sun Gate is the most famous monument at the site and is thought to symbolize an advanced astronomical calendar. It is believed that the people of TIWANAKU had advanced engineering and architectural techniques, including the construction of massive structures using large stones without mortar. TIWANAKU is thought to have been connected to a vast trade network across the Andes region. The site was part of the Andean civilizations, which had a significant cultural and religious influence in the area. TIWANAKU was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. The exact reason for the collapse of this advanced civilization remains a mystery, though some believe it was caused by environmental changes. The pyramids of MEROE are located in northern Sudan, near the city of Shendi, along the banks of the Nile River. MEROE was the capital of the Meroitic Kingdom, which ruled Nubia from 300 BCE to 300 CE. The pyramids in MEROE are some of the oldest architectural monuments in Africa, containing over 200 pyramids. The pyramids in MEROE are smaller and steeper compared to those in Egypt, but they feature unique design elements. The pyramids were used to bury kings and queens of Nubia and are part of the royal tombs of Nubia. The site is a testament to the rich history of ancient Nubian civilization, which was a major commercial and religious center. The pyramids in MEROE are adorned with hieroglyphic inscriptions and historical texts that provide insight into the region's religious and social life. Despite suffering from looting and destruction over the centuries, the pyramids remain one of Sudan's most significant tourist attractions. The pyramids of MEROE were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2011. The VIRUPAKSHA Temple in Hampi is located in the city of Hampi, Karnataka, southern India. The temple was built in the 7th century and was greatly expanded in the 15th century during the Vijayanagara Empire. It is dedicated to the worship of the deity Virupaksha, a form of the god Shiva. The temple features a magnificent Dravidian architectural design, with over 1,000 intricately decorated columns. According to legend, the temple is believed to be the place where the deity Virupaksha was consecrated after his victory over the demons. The temple is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site in Hampi, which was once an important cultural center. The annual Virupaksha Rathotsava festival is celebrated at the temple, attracting thousands of pilgrims. The site also contains a sacred tank, whose waters are believed to have spiritual purity. The temple's murals depict mythical and Hindu scenes, reflecting the rich cultural and religious heritage of the place. The temple remains an active religious center, with daily rituals and ongoing celebrations, making it one of the holiest Hindu temples in southern India. The Prambanan temple complex is located in central Java, Indonesia, and is one of the largest and most beautiful Hindu temple complexes in Southeast Asia. The temples were built in the 9th century CE during the reign of the Mataram Hindu kingdom. The complex originally contained 240 temples, but today only about 8 main temples remain. The main Prambanan temple is dedicated to the worship of the god Shiva and is considered one of the greatest Hindu temples in the world. The temples are adorned with intricate reliefs depicting scenes from the Hindu epics such as the Ramayana and Mahabharata. In the 10th century, the significance of the complex declined due to political and environmental changes, leading to the destruction of some temples. The Prambanan temple complex was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. Today, the temples are a popular tourist destination and host various religious festivals, including the Ramayana Festival. The Roman amphitheater in Martigny is located in the city of Martigny, Switzerland, and was part of the ancient Roman settlement of Abidum Fulginium. The amphitheater is believed to have been built in the 1st century AD, and it was used for entertainment and public events such as gladiatorial combats and theatrical performances. The amphitheater could hold around 5,000 spectators, and it was a key social and cultural center in the Roman city. The amphitheater was discovered in the 19th century, and it is one of the most prominent Roman sites in Switzerland, showcasing intricate Roman architecture. The amphitheater consists of stone terraces that surround a central arena, with many architectural details such as arches and columns. The site reflects Roman social life, as it was used for various popular entertainment activities of the time. Today, the amphitheater is an important archaeological site where visitors can learn about the Roman history of the region and engage with well-preserved historical landmarks. The Roman arches are located in the ancient city of Timgad, which was situated in North Africa in what is now modern-day Algeria. Timgad was a thriving Roman city during the 1st and 2nd centuries AD and is considered one of the most important Roman settlements in the Maghreb region. The site is famous for its Roman arches, which were part of the city's infrastructure, including roads, temples, and public buildings. One of the most notable landmarks in the city is the Arch of Trajan, a memorial to the Roman Emperor Trajan. The arches of Timgad demonstrate advanced Roman construction techniques, including the use of limestone in building and their ability to withstand earthquakes. The city was an important center for trade and administration in the region, connected to a network of Roman roads extending across North Africa. Although the site was damaged by earthquakes and human encroachment, many of its structures still stand today. Timgad was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its historical and architectural significance. Teotihuacan is an archaeological site located in central Mexico and is considered one of the greatest ancient sites in Mesoamerica. It was founded around the 1st century CE and reached its peak between the 3rd and 6th centuries CE, when it was an important urban center in the Mexico Valley region. The city is believed to have been home to a large population, estimated to be between 100,000 and 200,000 people. Key landmarks in Teotihuacan include the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon, and the Avenue of the Dead, which connected the main temples. The Pyramid of the Sun is the largest pyramid in the site and is considered one of the largest pyramids in the world. The city was a major religious, cultural, and economic hub, containing markets, temples, and workshops. The site is notable for its unique architecture, which features a highly organized urban design. In the 7th century CE, the city declined due to internal destruction or invasions, though the exact cause remains unclear. Teotihuacan was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. Today, the site is a popular tourist destination and a key focus for researchers studying the development of ancient civilizations in Mesoamerica. The monastic settlement on Skellig Michael was established in the 6th century by Christian monks seeking isolation from the world to focus on prayer and contemplation. Stone beehive huts, known as clochans, were built on the island, which remain as a prominent feature of the site, showing how the monks lived in complete isolation under harsh conditions. The island served as a spiritual center and maintained its significance until the 12th century, when the monks began to leave due to increasing difficulties of living there. The island was surrounded by legends, with people believing that the monks living there were almost in a miraculous state due to the harshness of life in such a remote place. Its historical influence on Christianity made it a destination for pilgrims and visitors for centuries, despite its remote location. In the medieval period, Skellig Michael was one of the religious stops for Christian pilgrims in Europe, but it was eventually abandoned due to deteriorating conditions. Its cultural impact remained strong, as the stone carvings and writings left by the monks are still visible on the island. The island was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996 due to its unique historical and natural value. Stonehenge is an archaeological site located in southern England and is considered one of the most prominent landmarks of the Neolithic period. It is believed that Stonehenge was constructed between 3000 BCE and 2000 BCE, consisting of massive stones arranged in a circular formation. The site is thought to have been used for religious and symbolic purposes, and some believe it was an astronomical observatory for tracking the movements of the sun. The site features 2 rings of large stones, with the big stone, known as the heel stone, being one of its most notable features. Several attempts have been made to understand how these massive stones were transported, with researchers suggesting that some of the stones were moved from distant locations. Stonehenge was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986. The site continues to attract tourists and researchers, as it remains a symbol of ancient civilizations and one of the greatest engineering feats of the ancient world. It is believed that the site was associated with funeral rituals, and there are burial mounds around the area. Researchers continue to study the true purpose behind the construction of Stonehenge, which remains a subject of mystery. The Christ the Redeemer statue was built in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, between 1922 and 1931, becoming one of the city's most iconic landmarks. The statue was designed by French sculptor Paul Landowski, while Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa was responsible for its structural design. The statue is 30 meters tall, standing on a pedestal that is 8 meters high, making its total height 38 meters. Christ the Redeemer is made of reinforced concrete and covered with soapstone, showcasing a unique artistic and architectural design. The statue is located at the top of Corcovado Mountain, offering a stunning panoramic view of Rio de Janeiro and the Atlantic Ocean. The statue was officially inaugurated on October 12, 1931, becoming a significant religious and cultural symbol of Brazil. In 2007, Christ the Redeemer was named one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The statue has undergone several restoration and maintenance projects, the most recent being in 2010 to renew its features and protect it from the elements. Today, the statue stands as a global symbol of Christianity and peace, attracting millions of tourists from around the world every year. The Terracotta Army is located in Xi'an, China, near the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of unified China. The army was discovered in 1974 by farmers who were digging a well, and it consists of thousands of statues made from fired clay. The army includes over 8,000 soldiers, as well as horses and chariots, all life-sized and depicted with unique, detailed features. It is believed that these statues were created to protect the emperor in the afterlife and serve as his army in the next world. The Terracotta Army was designed to be a military stronghold for the emperor in the afterlife, with statues of warriors wearing armor and carrying various weapons. The statues are thought to have been made by skilled craftsmen in large workshops, and the process took years to complete. The Terracotta Army was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. The army is one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in the world and continues to attract researchers and tourists from around the globe. The ELLORA caves are located in Maharashtra, western India, about 30 kilometers from the city of Aurangabad. The caves were built between the 5th and 10th centuries during the rule of various Indian dynasties. The complex consists of 34 caves, including temples, monasteries, and places of worship. The caves are dedicated to Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, showcasing a diverse range of architectural styles. Cave 16, known as the Kailasa Temple, is the most famous cave and is considered an architectural marvel, carved from a single piece of rock. The caves contain intricate murals depicting religious scenes from Hindu and Buddhist mythology. The The design of the caves reflects a blend of architectural influences with both Hindu and Buddhist elements. The ELLORA caves were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. The caves are one of the finest examples of ancient Indian rock-cut architecture and attract tourists and explorers from all over the world. Plain of Jars is located in Xienghuang Province, Laos, and is famous for its thousands of large stone jars scattered across the landscape. The site dates back to the Iron Age, around 500 BCE to 500 CE, and is believed to have been used for funerary and ritualistic purposes. The jars vary in size, with some reaching over 3 meters in height and weighing several tons. The purpose of the jars remains unclear, but theories suggest they were used to store food, liquids, or were part of burial rituals. The site consists of multiple jar fields, each containing numerous stone jars, with some fields being difficult to access due to the presence of unexploded ordnance from past wars. The region was heavily bombed during the Vietnam War, resulting in widespread contamination by unexploded bombs. In 1996, the Plain of Jars was added to the UNESCO tentative list for World Heritage Sites, recognizing its historical significance. Archaeologists continue to study the site, and efforts to clear unexploded ordnance are ongoing to make the area safer for visitors and researchers. PHILAE Temple is located in Aswan, southern Egypt, and is one of the most prominent ancient Egyptian temples. The temple was built during the Ptolemaic period in the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC and was dedicated to the worship of the goddess Isis. The temple saw many additions throughout different eras, including the Roman period, when it was renovated and expanded. The temple was relocated to Agilkia Island in 1977 due to the construction of the High Dam in Aswan, which threatened to submerge the temple under the waters of Lake Nasser. The temple is known for its magnificent architecture and intricate carvings, depicting religious and symbolic stories about the goddess Isis, as well as many royal depictions. PHILAE Temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1979 and is a popular tourist destination for those interested in ancient Egyptian civilization. The carvings on the temple walls showcase the evolution of building and decorative arts, reflecting the grandeur of ancient Egyptian culture. The temple was an important religious center throughout ancient times and continued to be a place of worship for the goddess Isis until the 6th century AD, when Egyptian temples were closed during the Byzantine Empire. Petra is an ancient Nabatean city located in southern Jordan, founded in the 6th century BC. Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, flourishing as an important trade center due to its strategic location on trade routes between the Mediterranean and the Arabian Peninsula. The unique architecture of Petra is exemplified by buildings carved into the rose-red rock, such as the Treasury, which is one of the city's most famous landmarks. Petra came under Roman control in 106 AD after the fall of the Nabatean kingdom and became part of the Roman Empire. The city declined during the Islamic period due to changes in trade routes and earthquakes that damaged its structures. Petra was rediscovered in 1812 by Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt and has since become one of the most significant archaeological sites in the world. Petra was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985 and was named one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in 2007. Petra contains numerous archaeological landmarks, such as the Roman theatre, royal tombs, and places of worship, reflecting the city's cultural diversity through the ages. Mesa Verde is located in Colorado, USA, and is one of the most important archaeological sites that reflects the culture of Native American civilizations. The site was established between the 6th and 12th centuries AD and was inhabited by the ancestral Puebloans and other Pueblo peoples. Mesa Verde is famous for its cliff dwellings, where inhabitants carved homes into the rock to provide protection from natural elements. Mesa Verde was an agricultural center, with its residents relying on farming and hunting to build a stable and thriving community. The community declined in the 12th century, possibly due to drought, climate change, or internal conflicts. The site was rediscovered in the 19th century and has been a popular tourist destination since the early 20th century. Mesa Verde was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978 for its cultural and architectural significance. Mesa Verde is a unique example of building skills, with sustainable homes built into the natural environment for daily life. KONARK Sun Temple is located in Odisha, India, and was built in the 13th century during the reign of King Narasimhadeva of the Ganga dynasty. The temple is dedicated to the sun god and is considered one of the most significant Hindu temples, celebrating the sun as a major natural force. The temple is renowned for its unique design, symbolizing the sun's chariot, with the structure resembling a massive solar chariot pulled by 7 horses. The original structure of the temple was massive, believed to have had a large dome containing a statue of the sun god, but most of the temple was destroyed due to earthquakes and invasions. KONARK Temple is a masterpiece of architecture, blending ancient Hindu architectural styles with astronomical techniques related to the sun's movement. The temple was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984 due to its unique cultural and historical significance. The walls of the temple are adorned with intricate carvings depicting scenes from daily life, animals, and religious practices, reflecting the rich Indian culture. Today, KONARK Sun Temple is a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world to study the history and art of ancient India. Pompeii was an ancient Roman city located near Naples in Italy, thriving during the 1st century AD. The city was completely destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, which buried it under volcanic ash and pumice, resulting in the destruction of buildings and the death of many inhabitants. Pompeii was rediscovered in the 18th century and has since become one of the most significant archaeological sites in the world. The city is exceptionally well preserved, allowing researchers to explore details of daily life in Roman times, such as homes, shops, and streets. Numerous artifacts were found, including statues, frescoes, and various architectural structures that reflect the grandeur of the city during that era. Plaster casts were made around the ash-enclosed bodies of victims, allowing historians to recreate their images and states at the time of death. Pompeii has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997 due to its historical and cultural significance. The city witnessed significant urban development in areas such as architecture, public facilities like baths and theaters, highlighting the level of progress achieved by the Romans. Hegra al-Hijr is a historical site located in the northwest of Saudi Arabia, dating back to the Nabatean period. The city was founded in the 1st century AD and was part of the Nabatean kingdom, flourishing as a cultural and trade center. The city is famous for its rock-cut tombs, similar to Petra in Jordan, featuring royal tombs and carefully carved temples in the mountains. The site served as a trading hub on ancient trade routes, with Hegra having cultural and commercial ties with various regions of the Arabian Peninsula and beyond. The site declined in the 3rd century AD due to political shifts and conflicts with neighboring empires. Hegra was rediscovered in the 20th century and became an important tourist destination after being included on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2008. Hegra contains many inscriptions and writings, revealing the ancient Nabatean language and the history of its people. Today, the site is one of the most important tourist destinations in Saudi Arabia, attracting visitors interested in the history and architecture of the Nabateans. Palenque is an ancient city located in southern Mexico and was one of the most important cities of the classic Maya civilization. The city was founded in the 3rd century AD and flourished during the 7th and 8th centuries, becoming a major political and cultural center. Palenque was the capital of a Maya state, and it contained many temples and palaces that reflect the architectural and artistic achievements of this civilization. The city is famous for the Temple of the Inscriptions, a temple with hieroglyphic carvings that tell the history of the rulers and the royal family. The royal tomb of King Pakal the Great was discovered in the pyramid named after him, one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Palenque was affected by earthquakes and migrations, which led to its decline in the 9th century AD. Palenque was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987 due to its historical and architectural significance. The city is known for its advanced architectural system, including step pyramids and terraces used for religious and political purposes. Hawa Mahal is located in the city of Jaipur, Rajasthan, India, and was built in 1799 by King Sawai Pratap Singh. The palace was designed as part of the royal complex, featuring a unique design resembling a honeycomb with a facade containing 953 small windows. The windows are part of an innovative architectural design that allowed royal women to observe street life without being seen. The palace is made of pink sandstone and is a remarkable example of traditional Indian architecture with Mughal influences. The palace was used as a space for royal women and the harem, providing them with privacy and a place to observe without direct interaction with the public. The facade of the palace is designed to allow cool air to flow through during the summer, making it a comfortable retreat from Jaipur's heat. Hawa Mahal is one of Jaipur's most iconic tourist attractions, drawing visitors from around the world with its stunning design and rich history. The palace is part of the historic city of Jaipur, which was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2019. Persepolis was the ancient capital of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, founded by King Darius III around 518 BC. The city was built on a plateau in the Fars region, southern Iran, and is one of the finest examples of ancient Persian architecture. Persepolis was an important political and religious center, hosting grand imperial ceremonies such as the Persian festivals. The city contained many monumental structures, including royal palaces, the Hall of 100 Columns, and the royal tombs carved into the mountains. The city was destroyed in 330 BC by Alexander the Great after the conquest of the Persian Empire. The city was abandoned for centuries following the fall of the Persian Empire and remained forgotten until its rediscovery in modern times. Persepolis was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979 due to its historical and architectural significance. The city is adorned with carvings and statues that depict the history of the Persian Empire, including scenes from warfare and royal relationships. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and it is believed to have been located in the ancient city of Babylon in modern-day Iraq. The gardens are thought to have been built in the 6th century BC during the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar II as a gift for his wife, Queen Amytis, who longed for the green landscapes of her homeland. The gardens consisted of terraced levels filled with trees and plants, designed to appear as though they were suspended above the ground. The gardens were irrigated using a complex system, believed to have included pumps, to lift water from the Euphrates River to the higher levels of the gardens. There is no definitive archaeological evidence of the gardens' existence today, leading some to question whether they ever truly existed, while others believe they may have been destroyed by earthquakes or warfare. Despite the uncertainty about their exact location, it is believed that the gardens were one of the most remarkable engineering and agricultural feats of the ancient world. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon remain a symbol of Babylonian culture and ancient engineering, attracting those interested in the ancient history of Iraq. Göbekli Tepe is an archaeological site located in southeastern Turkey, dating back to around 9600 BC. Göbekli Tepe is considered the oldest known temple in the world, predating the pyramids of Egypt and the Sphinx by about 6,000 years. The site consists of a series of stone circles featuring large limestone pillars, some of which stand up to 5 meters tall. The pillars are adorned with carvings and reliefs, depicting animals and symbolic motifs, suggesting that the site was used for religious rituals or ceremonies. The site remained unknown until its discovery in 1994, making it one of the most groundbreaking archaeological finds of the modern era. Göbekli Tepe challenges traditional views of human history, as it is believed the site was a religious center and cultural gathering place before the advent of agriculture and settled communities. The site contains more than 20 stone circles, which have been uncovered so far, and it is believed that the area was once a major hub for communal worship. Göbekli Tepe is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and today it is a key destination for researchers and visitors interested in the origins of human civilization. Edfu Temple is located in the city of Edfu in Upper Egypt and is one of the best preserved ancient Egyptian temples. The temple was built during the Ptolemaic period, between 237 and 57 BC, and is considered one of the largest temples constructed by the Ptolemies in Egypt. The temple is dedicated to the god Horus, the god of the sun and war, and it became an important center for the worship of this deity during that period. The temple is famous for its carved walls, which feature detailed scenes of myths and religious events, reflecting the ancient Egyptian beliefs. The carvings in the temple depict important religious rituals, including ceremonies related to the king and the god Horus, such as the renewal of the king's power. The temple was discovered in the 19th century, and it is now one of Egypt's most prominent tourist sites, attracting visitors interested in history and archaeology. Edfu Temple reflects Ptolemaic architectural styles, combining ancient Egyptian elements with Hellenistic influences that were prevalent during the Ptolemaic era. The temple is considered one of the most magnificent examples of ancient Egyptian religious traditions, and it has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Acropolis of Athens is a historical landmark located in the heart of Athens, Greece, and is considered one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. The Acropolis was established in ancient times, with its history dating back about 3,000 years, and it served as an important religious and cultural center in classical Greek times. The site contains several important temples, such as the Parthenon, built in honor of the goddess Athena, and considered one of the finest examples of classical architecture. The Parthenon is the most prominent structure on the Acropolis, a massive temple with Doric columns, and it is regarded as a symbol of ancient Greek civilization. The site was dedicated to the worship of the goddess Athena, and it hosted numerous religious rituals and celebrations in her honor. The Acropolis was also the center of political life in Athens, where citizens gathered to discuss city affairs and make important decisions. The Acropolis was subjected to destruction and desecration over the centuries, especially during wars with the Persians and Romans, but many of its main structures have been preserved. Today, the Acropolis is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of visitors annually to explore its temples and rich cultural history. Chichen Itza is an ancient city located in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico and was one of the most important cities of the Maya civilization. The city was founded around the 6th century AD, and it flourished to become a major trade and religious center in the region. The Pyramid of Kukulkan, also known as El Castillo, is the most iconic feature of the site, believed to have been dedicated to the god Kukulkan, the god of wind and rain. The pyramid features an intricate design connected to astronomical calculations, aligning with the equinoxes during the spring and autumn, when the day and night are of equal length. Chichen Itza was a major center for worship, containing temples, ball courts, and government buildings such as the Temple of the Warriors and the Ball Court. The city was a center for science and astronomy, with Maya astronomers closely observing the skies and studying celestial movements. The city declined in the 10th century AD for reasons that remain unclear, possibly due to invasions or environmental changes, and it was eventually abandoned. Today, Chichen Itza is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from around the world to explore its unique history and remarkable architecture. Cappadocia Underground is a network of underground cities and shelters in the Cappadocia region of Turkey, believed to date back to ancient times, even before the Common Era. The underground cities were carved into volcanic rocks, which are characteristic of the region, and were designed to provide protection from invasions and wars. Cappadocia Underground consists of numerous tunnels and chambers that can extend several stories deep, including living spaces, kitchens, churches, and food storage areas. It is believed that these cities were first inhabited by the Hittites and later used by early Christians during times of persecution to escape Roman authorities. Some of the most famous sites in Cappadocia Underground are the Derinkuyu and Kaimakli cities, which contain complex tunnels and expansive facilities. These cities were equipped with an efficient ventilation system, ensuring the flow of oxygen in the deep tunnels, and also featured emergency exits for use in case of attacks. Cappadocia Underground served as communal shelters, capable of housing thousands of people for extended periods during sieges. Today, Cappadocia Underground is one of Turkey's top tourist attractions, drawing visitors from all over the world to explore this unique engineering and historical marvel. Angkor Wat is a massive temple located in Cambodia and is considered one of the greatest religious temples in the world and the largest religious monument in terms of area. The temple was built in the 12th century by King Suryavarman II, and it was originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. Angkor Wat started as a Hindu temple, but over time it was transformed into a Buddhist temple and is now regarded as one of Cambodia's national symbols. The temple is renowned for its stunning architecture, with many towers that represent Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu beliefs. The carvings and reliefs that adorn the temple walls depict Hindu and Buddhist stories, including scenes from the Battle of Kurukshetra and the Ramayana epic. Angkor Wat was part of the Great Angkor City, which served as the capital of the Khmer Empire during the Middle Ages and flourished between the 9th and 15th centuries. The city and its temples were gradually abandoned in the 15th century after the decline of the Khmer Empire due to invasions and environmental changes. Today, Angkor Wat is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from all over the world to explore this magnificent historical landmark. Baalbek is an ancient city located in the Bekaa Valley of Lebanon, considered one of the most important Roman sites in the world. The city was founded during the Phoenician period, but its grand Roman temples were built in the 1st century AD, during the reign of Emperor Augustus. The site contains 3 main temples: the Temple of Jupiter, the Temple of Bacchus, and the Temple of Venus, each showcasing the grandeur of Roman architecture. The Temple of Jupiter is the most significant, with massive columns, some reaching a height of 22 meters, and is considered one of the largest Roman temples in the Middle East. The city was a major religious center, dedicated to Roman gods like Jupiter and Bacchus, and was a prominent pilgrimage site during the Roman era. Baalbek suffered destruction from invasions during the Middle Ages, but remains one of the greatest testimonies to Roman magnificence in the region. The site was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984, and it is one of Lebanon's top tourist destinations. Today, Baalbek is a center for archaeological research and tourism, attracting visitors from around the world to explore its ancient temples and stunning Roman architecture. Delphi is located in central Greece on the slopes of Mount Parnassus and is considered one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world. Delphi was an important religious center in ancient times, believed to be the center of the earth and the world in ancient Greek culture. The site was dedicated to the worship of the god Apollo, and it housed a grand temple to him, where the famous Oracle of Delphi, the priestess who provided prophecies, was consulted by the Greeks. In classical times, Delphi was a major pilgrimage site, with visitors from all over the ancient world coming to seek guidance from the oracle. Many magnificent temples and buildings were constructed at Delphi, including the Temple of Apollo and a theater used for performances and religious festivals. Delphi also hosted athletic competitions, such as the Pythian Games, held every 4 years in honor of Apollo. In the 4th century AD, the temple was closed after the Roman Emperor Constantine embraced Christianity, leading to the decline of Delphi's significance. Today, the site of Delphi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors to explore its rich history and its stunning location amid the mountains. Easter Island is located in the Pacific Ocean and is part of Chile, considered one of the most remote places in the world. The island is known for its massive statues called moai, which are stone figures representing important figures in the island's culture. The construction of the moai statues dates back to around 1100 AD, and they were carved from volcanic rocks found in the island's quarries. The statues were meant to represent the ancestors of the chiefs, and it was believed that they had the power to bring luck and protection to the tribes inhabiting the island. The island was originally populated by Polynesian people, who arrived between 300 and 1200 AD, developing a unique and complex culture. The island suffered from environmental collapse in later periods, as excessive deforestation led to the degradation of the local environment, which affected the population. The island was discovered by Europeans in 1722 by Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen, who named it Easter Island due to its discovery on Easter Sunday. Today, the island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting visitors from around the world to study its rich history and unique culture. The Abu Simbel temples are located in southern Egypt near Aswan and are considered some of the greatest ancient Egyptian temples. The temples were built in the 13th century BC during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II to honor him and ancient Egyptian gods. The Great Temple is dedicated to Ramses II himself, featuring colossal statues of the king, seated in front of the temple, each standing about 20 meters tall. The small temple is dedicated to Ramses II's wife, Queen Nefertari, and is noted for its beautiful columns and intricate carvings. The temples were constructed to align with astronomical phenomena, with sunlight entering the Great Temple twice a year to illuminate the statue of Ramses II during 2 significant events. Abu Simbel served as a site of worship and reverence for the king, and the temples hosted important religious rituals in ancient Egyptian times. The temples were relocated in the 1970s due to the construction of the Aswan High Dam, which threatened to submerge them, making it one of the greatest engineering feats in history. Today, the Abu Simbel temples are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they are among Egypt's most prominent tourist attractions. The answer to today's question is Mexico. The Olmec heads are enormous stone sculptures created by the ancient Olmec civilization, primarily found in present-day Mexico. These massive statues, some weighing several tons, are thought to represent important figures or leaders in Olmec society, although their exact purpose remains a mystery. If you enjoyed this video and loved joining us on this journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new adventures. We have so many amazing trips and places waiting for you, and we want you to be a part of every step we take. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's embark on unforgettable adventures together.